There's a huge risk associated with bringing and running litigation. You don't know if the claim is going to be successful. You may be responsible for the other side's costs. If you don't have the financial wherewithal, you may have to pay security for costs in court. That is on top of the legal fees that you have. Then the energy that goes into managing litigation, knowing that you also have to pay for it. These are huge risks that finance directors and managing directors have to live with, and they detract from the company's main business, which is to run the core business. Litigation is an expense which hits your profit and loss account. It may affect your maintenance covenants if you're borrowing money. It will reduce the valuation of your company, whether you're publicly listed or whether you trade on a net book value basis. So why engage in funding litigation? Just outsource it. You get rid of the costs on an ongoing basis. You get rid of the adverse accounting treatment, and you also maintain your reputation because our interests are absolutely aligned. We often find that the perception in larger companies is one relating to the cost of funding. People say, why would we want to give away such a huge share of our winnings? And I say to them, well, first of all, you're not giving away a share of your winnings, you're giving away a share of your expectation. The other thing that I say to them is we don't bring only funding to the table. We bring experience and the wisdom which comes from experience. Redress is made up of a very tightly knit team of litigators, insolvency practitioners, and business executives. I'm a former general counsel of a very large multinational corporation in the international markets. And in the portfolio of companies that I used to run on the legal side, we had companies of various sizes. So what I bring to the table is the expertise of managing litigation for these companies, but also transactional experience in running small, medium-sized, and very large deals that have taught me about the dynamics of how transactions get resolved and successfully completed. Another bonus of working with Redress lies in the due diligence effort that we make when we look at the claims that are presented to us for funding. We discard the unmeritorious claims, we make an offer on the good ones, and we may unearth new ones that the company didn't know that they had. And all of this adds tremendous value to the company. We might be based in Mayfair in central London, but we have backed very successfully companies from developing countries against large Western industrial groups. We've opened up the single commercial claims market in the province of Ontario in Canada. We funded successfully international arbitrations before the tribunal at The Hague, and we fund in many offshore jurisdictions. One has to be very careful about what we choose. The investment decisions can cost hundreds of thousands of pounds, so we have to be very, very careful, and there's a lot of work that goes into not only carrying out the initial due diligence, but also ensuring that as the case goes along, we monitor it carefully.